Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rahul and I'm back with another video related to Alexa. The topic for this video is how to test your skills locally using VS Code, and I'll be demonstrating what steps you exactly need to take in order to connect your Alexa skill to your VS Code console. So let's see how it's done. To get started, you need to have VS Code installed in your system. So I believe that you can take care of that. I won't be demonstrating that, but once you have that installed, this is how it will look. This whole setup really comes in handy because once you have this setup, you don't need to go to the online console and make changes to your skill and test it every time. You can do all the testing work locally. So yeah, that's the real advantage of having this setup. So the first step you need to do is on VS Code, you see there is a console on the left side. There are these options. So the option at the bottommost, which is named extensions, just click on it and you will see a search bar over here. In the search bar, just search for Alexa. And when you search for Alexa, you will find that there are several Alexa kits and all of that. On the top, this one would be named Alexa Skills Kit 2.4.0. So just click on it and see, right now it has somewhere around 17,000 downloads. So we'll be using this particular extension for our demonstration. So just click on install, and what this will do is basically this will install the extension on your machine. And once this is done, this gives you an option to create a new skill, import an existing skill, or manage account profiles. So what we'll be doing for this demonstration, we'll be creating a new skill. But in the future, if you're trying to import an existing skill which is already there on your console, you can do that as well. But just one piece of information here, that if you're trying to import a skill which is using Alexa hosted as the backend, then this technique would work fine. But if you are trying to import a skill whose backend is on your custom endpoint, or say for example on AWS Lambda, so that skill package won't be downloaded. So make sure that you download that zipped file separately and then add it to your project. But for this example, we'll be using Alexa hosted as the backend, and I'll be creating a new skill. So let me just click on create new skill. I'll give this skill a name and I'll just say it's called demo skill. And the language, I'll just leave it to English US, and I'll select Alexa hosted from here. And from this option, I'll select Alexa hosted for Python, because this demonstration is for for Python code. If you're looking for options on how to do it for Node.js, then you can find another video on our channel which is done by Sohini, and she covers the same process for Node.js. So after selecting Alexa hosted Python, the next thing is just let the region be North Virginia, and in the local directory just give it a path. So I will just quickly give this a path. I will go to, okay, I've given this a path, and now I'll click on create. So the create button is on the bottom right where my face is. So if you're not able to see it, just you will be able to see it on the console but not in the video. So once you're done with that, you will arrive on this page where it says skill creation in progress. So we need to wait for a minute or two while the skill is being created. Additionally, all the document that I have referred to in order to make this functionality work, I will be linking all of those in the description below. So if you want to go into more detail and explore things on your own, you can do that using the documentation given in the description, and I believe it will be very helpful. And this setup, it allows you to do a lot of other things as well. Like once you've run the session successfully, it allows you to save that session and replay that again. And so I think that would come in really handy when you're trying to do automated testing, and that's one of the topics which we'll be covering, in our future videos. But just to give you, a few use cases on how to do that. So it says, would you like code to periodically run git fetch? I would just say ask me later for now, because what I think what it would do is it would periodically run the git command just to fetch that code from our console, and I don't want that as of now, so I'll just click ask me later. I'll decide upon it and select an option. Again, if you were not able to see that option, that was on the bottom right behind where my face is. So okay, now that it says that demo skill was successfully created, let's just see if our skill code is out there. So click on the topmost icon on the left, which is the Explorer, and over there just click on the demo skill, and you'll see that the skill lambda, the lambda function, all of the other files, they are now cloned on the local machine. Now half of the part is done, and now we need to do the remaining half, which is we have to enable the testing and all of that. So how do we exactly do that? To continue, you will need to click on run, and from run you need to go to add configuration. So click on add configuration, and you see a lot of options here. Select the Python option from here, and in the Python option it says Python file, debug the currently active Python file. Yeah, once we do this, you will see that in our demo skill code there is a launch.json file which is being created, and we need this file in order to run this test sample. There are a few comments on the top. Just remove those comments because they can cause a few errors. And once you're done with that, again click on run option on the top, and then again select add configuration. This time when you select add configuration, you'll see two options over here, where one says Alexa skills debugger node.js, and the second one says Alexa skills debugger Python. So we'll be using Python, so I've just selected the Python option, and I have the whole code over here automatically populated. So this is the region in the code, and right now I'm using North Virginia, so which I suppose is North America, so I'll leave this region to NA. But if you're using EU or the Far East region, then you can change this region to make your code work. I believe we don't need to change anything else in the code, but now I'll just press Ctrl S and save this. There's one other thing that I have already done but you need to do, and that is that you need to run the you need to install a library in order to make this work. And to do that, I'll just click on start debugging, actually just to show you that it does not run, and we've opened the terminal. Actually it will run for me. Yeah, it will run for me because I already have stuff installed, but I'll do another thing just to show you. If you don't have those installed, how can you do that? So just open this terminal right here, or open command prompt or any other terminal based on the machine that you're using, Windows, Mac or anything. And once you have the terminal open, just copy this command, which is this, if you can see right here, which is pip install ask sdk local debug. And if you can see right here, yeah, I'll just move aside for a bit, and you can see that there is this whole pip command over here. Actually I can also move my camera for a moment. So you can see that this is the command that you need to do. You need to type in, and once you type in that command and press enter, this library should be installed. So since on my system this library is automatically installed, it's already installed, so it says requirement already satisfied over here. But for you, if the library is not installed, then it will install it. Similarly, you also need to install the ask SDK library, which is the SDK for building this entire code and everything. So you also need that. So if you've not installed that yet, so make sure you install that as well. And you can check that by typing ask hyphen hyphen version. So right now it gives me some unauthorized access, but if I run it on my command prompt, it would give me the version of the ask version which is installed. So just run it on your terminal, and you'll know if the correct version is installed or not. And once we have both these things installed, and this launch.json file is completely built, and it is the way it's looking, the same way that it's looking right now for me, all you need to do is go to this run command and click on start debugging. Okay, it says open launch, run and start debugging. Once that happens, you'll see this these commands with these blue lines over here, and once you see these, it means that your skill local debugger is running, and now you can test it out. So to do that, again, go on the explorer icon, click on the explorer icon on the top left, and from here you'll see an option which is, wait a second, oh sorry, yeah, I think you need to click on the Alexa icon on the bottom left, and when you click on the Alexa icon, you will see this skills list, and inside this scroll down and you will see this test skill option. So just click on this test skill option, and when you scroll down, you will see that it says open simulator, replay session and change viewport. So just click on open simulator, and when you click on the open simulator, it would open up a simulator right here. So I'll just close the terminal, and I hope you can see the simulator over here. And in the simulator, it says the skill stage is off. So I will select development from here, and then I'll invoke the skill. So ideally I should be doing open demo skill, since that was the name of my skill. But when you are using any template, that can be templates from Amazon, or using your own templates from GitHub. What Amazon does is it keeps the name as change me instead of demo skill. So there are chances that open demo skill might not work. So I'll just click open change me, and that should work. So it says undefined. Let me try open demo skill. Okay, that works. So it's strange, sometimes it works on demo skill as well, but most of the times it's change me, and we need to actually go out there and change the name. So I'll leave it as it is, and it says welcome. You can say hello or help. So that means that the skill is now working. I can also give it any command, like I can say hello, and it says hello world. And I believe the same way I can say help, and that would work too. So yeah, this is how you can you can use your code on the Alexa console and connect it with VS Code, and code locally, and test your skill code locally, and all of the debugging work right here, instead of going to the web console and doing all of the hard work there. I think this would come in really handy for people who are already using VS Code, and want to continue using the same environment that they are comfortable with. And yeah, I believe this is a very nice use case for that. So that's all from my side in this video. If you like this video for any reason, then don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, then please subscribe to us, and we'll keep coming up with new videos in the future for you. And that's all for now. Till the next video, goodbye.